I'm still fairly new to road cycling, and with that, I'm still learning about what works best for me when riding in the fall and the winter here in the Pacific Northwest, most notably the Seattle area. Through trial and error, I've been able to get various pieces of clothing that have been instrumental in getting me outside to ride. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I wear when riding, and hopefully this will help you when it comes time to making decisions as to what you want to wear during your fall and winter rides. I will preface this video by saying that this video is not sponsored in any way, and everything in this video I have paid for out of my own pocket. When I mention the temperature, it will be in Fahrenheit. And with that said, let's jump right into it. Depending on how cool or cold it is outside will dictate whether I wear some type of headgear. Normally if it's 50 degrees or higher, I tend to go without any type of headgear or head warmer. If the temp dips into the 40s, I tend to wear head and ear covers because having ears that are cold and stinging from the wind shear is kind of a bummer. Anything below 40, I tend to wear a balaclava. Layering is the key when it comes to riding in the cool and cold weather. I start with the base layer that I have from 32 degrees, which I purchased at Costco. If it's too cool outside and not too cold or wet, I wear weatherproof brand socks, which I also purchased at Costco, or a pair of merino wool socks that I purchased from Tasco. If I need something a little warmer to keep my feet dry, I will wear avalanche thermal socks, which I also got at Costco. When it comes time to pick a jersey to wear, again, it's going to depend upon the temperature outside and whether if it's too wet. If it's not too cold out, say in the mid 40s or 50s, and not too wet, I tend to wear a long sleeve, moisture wicking jersey such as the Pearl Izumi Attack or the Pactimo Ascent long sleeve jersey. If it's colder than the mid 40s, I will grab a thermal long sleeve jersey such as the Pearl Izumi Quest or the Pactimo long sleeve thermal jersey. The next item I will wear is a pair of bib tights. Again, if it's not too cold, I will wear a pair of tights that have some sort of a fleece lining inside of the tights. A good example of this will be the Pearl Izumi Quest thermal bib or the Pactimo Alpine thermal bib tights. Both are great for riding in the cool and in the wind. But if it's too cold and wet out, I will grab a pair of tights such as the Pearl Izumi Amphib bib tights, which not only protect from cold and wind, but also are water resistant, so they are a good choice for riding in the rain or in the snow. When it comes time to wear a jacket or a vest, this is pretty much a personal preference. Some jackets are designed to help fight off the wind, the rain, to keep you warm, or all of the above. For me, if it's not extremely cold or wet outside, I will tend to favor wearing a vest. In the event that it's nice enough to wear a jersey, I will reach for a windbreaker type jacket. This type of jacket is easily packable and can be stored in a jersey pocket if it gets too warm. I prefer to wear this jacket when I'm descending down a hill after a good climb or if it's a tad windy out. If it's still relatively warm or if it's too cool out but it's a bit on the rainy side, I will reach for a jacket that is not only a wind resistant jacket but is also waterproof, which also has the ability to unzip from the top or the bottom to allow for breathability and allows for sweat to escape. Plus it makes it easier to reach into my jersey pockets. But if I find that it's very cold out, say below 40 degrees, I will reach for my Pearl Izumi Quest Amphib jacket, which is water and wind resistant, is insulated, and protects me from the wind and the cold. I tend to only use a base layer with this jacket and it keeps me plenty warm. Lastly, if it's not too wet or too cold out, I will reach for a vest to keep my core warm. I currently have one vest that is water and wind resistant and is easily packable, as well as having an additional vest that is insulated for those brisk fall or winter rides where I don't want to be too warm or too cold. I usually pair my vest with a long sleeve non-thermal jersey. For those days that are not too cold, windy, or wet, I'll reach for my Gore-Tex gloves, which are windproof, water resistant, and highly breathable so my hands and fingers don't get overly clammy as I ride. For the days that are cold, I reach for insulated and padded gloves such as the Fox Racing Defend glove. Though primarily a mountain biking glove, these gloves are water resistant, insulated, and are windproof. Additionally, I also have a pair of Pearl Izumi Amphib gloves. These gloves are nice and thick and they're great to wear in the cold and the rain. I also have additional gloves that can be used for most riding conditions, or if I want to take additional gloves just in case the ones that I'm wearing at the beginning of the ride become too wet or too dirty to keep wearing throughout the ride. I currently have one set of shoe covers, and that is the Amphib covers by Pearl Izumi. They are great for when it's cold out. These covers are insulated and do a really good job of keeping my feet warm. I do plan on buying additional covers such as the thermal overshoes from Gorewear. If it's raining outside, and because my shoe covers are not water resistant, I will reach for my Shimano SH MW501 mountain biking shoes, which have a fleece liner for the cold, have neoprene on the lace and ankle flaps that keep my feet dry and have a speed lace system. These shoes are awesome and are very waterproof. I walked in ankle deep water during a hike-a-bike and my feet were completely dry and after being completely submerged. And let's not forget one of the most important pieces of winter gear, fenders. They keep your ass from getting muddy, they keep you from spraying water on those falling too close behind your rear wheel, and will keep the mud and the grime off of your components. If you aren't interested in a full set of fenders, then picking up something as simple as an ass saver splash guard will help you from getting mud butt. Lastly, if you're not too keen on getting gear to protect you from the elements, or if you aren't too motivated to ride outside in less than ideal weather conditions, then maybe an indoor trainer is a great investment. I use the Ceres H3. It's easy to use, it pairs via Bluetooth to my laptop, and I use an app called Ruvi for my virtual rides. This gives me the ability to ride real routes or bike events, as well as getting in training sessions on days or evenings where I don't want to be outside. Now I'm going to ask a few of my friends who I ride with every so often what their favorite piece of winter riding gear is.
I'm Ian Fischel, owner of Northwest Tri and Bike here. My favorite winter gear is shoe covers. Never leave home without them, always in my car. Anytime it's just a little too cold, gotta have the shoe cover. I love having the shoes that I want whenever I want them, and if it gets too hot, I can peel them off just like anything else instead of having hot feet the entire ride because I misjudged that cold morning.
My name's Andrew Nuez. I'm co-owner of Northwest Tri and Bike and the head mechanic. My favorite piece of winter gear has to be a really good Gore rain shell. I think in Washington, you always have to be ready for like rain weather, even if it's almost bluebird skies. You can ride for a little bit and then be caught in a rainstorm in the next minute, and it's usually cold too, so if you're cold and wet, it's pretty miserable.
So, my name's Patrick. Favorite gear is some good gloves.
Okay, what brand are those and where did you get them? Because those don't look like riding gloves.
No, they're shower gloves, construction gloves, all weather gloves. They're the best. Get them on Amazon.
And were they cheap?
Very.
And are they durable? Are they reliable?
Very.
I would have to say my name is John Morrison, and favorite piece of riding gear for the winter and rain is got to be waterproof Gore shoes.
Gore shoes, huh?
Yeah.
Why those over like shoe covers?
You don't have to worry about slipping them on and off. Buckles and everything's right there on the outside, and you just don't have to worry about them once you put them on. You do have to put something over the top, keep water from going down in the top, but once you figure that out, you're good to go.
And there you have it, a quick rundown of what I use during the fall and the winter to keep putting miles while on the saddle. What are your favorite pieces of fall riding gear? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.